Hey guys, on to, I guess this will be part 3. Covered the computer hardware end. Like I said, I use Pinnacle Studio 12 as my main editing software. In some cases, I also use Debut Video Capture. It's a software. Let's see if I can get you a nice little shot of it. Basically, like if I use, we'll say, my old 5 megapixel camera to snap a quick video shot, the problem is it records at 24 frames per second. I end up having to run the video through Debut to convert it to 29 frames per second, because for some reason Studio 12 does not like 24 frames per second, and I can't figure out how to change it, or change the frame rates for it to work with a 24 frame per second. So I just do that. Yeah, a couple extra minutes to convert, but easy enough. Anyways, I figured I'd go over to the cameras. Lighting actually is not all that good in here right now. Oh well. I'll start here with the Sony. This one's currently on loan. It's a Sony Handycam CCD TRV 16. Check the sticker on the bottom. She's dated for 1999. It's an older 8mm style tape system. Full zero lux capabilities. Has 2 infrared LEDs built into the front of it. When you kick over to zero lux, it runs as an infrared camera. Pretty much it was a consumer grade camera that's actually got some professional grade parts in it and options. The video cap I don't know what I'm trying to say. This frickin' cold's getting the best of me. But yeah, the actual video capture capability of it is really good. As you can see, it does have a LCD flip out. It's pretty small. However, you have to remember, you go back to 99 or 2000, they were just starting to put these onto cameras. Of course, viewfinder, really nice for extending your battery life. They do still make batteries for these. You can get anywhere from, I believe it's a 2-hour battery all the way up to a, what is it, like 13 to 15-hour battery for them. They do still sell tapes. Standard play, you can run up to like 2 hours of tape. It's got an external microphone in, headphone jack, and this little plug here, I'm pointing out with my pinky, says LANC next to it. It's apparently some link system where you can connect it in with other cameras so you can remotely start them at the same time. So really nice camera. Microphone tends to work best for voices. For recording bands, I've found it tends to drop out the bass, but that can be EQ'd back in during production. But no, overall, really good camera. Used it once for filming forces while they were at a practice. It did really well. I just have to work on tweaking the audio in editing. Other camera. This one was my grandfather's. It's probably about the same age, I'm guessing. It's a Panasonic VHS-C system. Basically a compact VHS tape. Tapes that I've got only hold about 30 minutes, so I mean it's got its issues. Small tapes. I don't have any batteries for it. Can only find one size battery for the thing on the web. Tapes I'm going to have to order off the web if I want to get more tapes for it. So basically I'm thinking this is going to be demoted to webcam use. simply because I got the input that I can hook it to the computer. As you can see, it does have a small LCD screen on it. Of course, normal viewfinder like cameras had back then. Does not have the infrared system on it, but it does quite well with low light. Built-in microphone actually doesn't do too bad with high volumes. You tend to get a really muddy sounding recording from it, but that can be EQ'd out pretty easily with editing. Overall, I'm actually quite happy with the camera. I've used it to film forces at one of their practices, and for being considered a pretty cheap consumer camera, it did a pretty good job. Yes, the audio is only mono. I mean, it's not exactly loaded with tons of options. It does have a stabilization to it and a lot of your basic, really basic stuff, but it does the job. But like I said, we're getting to the point where finding the tapes are pretty hard, and there's only one battery type out there. So, yeah, that's kind of a backup camera. Now, the camera I'm currently using, I am probably going to have to change cameras to get a clip of it. So, I'll be shutting this off and going to the Sony most likely. Okay, and so here we are with the Sony fired up, and here is my Sanyo. It's the GH2 model. Really nice little camera. Picked it up for about, what was it, $230 at Radio Shack. Small digital camcorder, as you can see. Quite small. Flip out monitor. Screen. Quite nice. It'll do full 1080p and also 16 megapixel digital photos. I mean, for the price, it's kind of hard to complain. It does really well for the price. I think my only gripe are the batteries. You're looking at about an hour's worth of battery life per battery. However, I can get them online for like $18 a battery. So, actually not bad at all. Full stereo mics, they're actually built into the backside of the screen. Some people complained about that if you're trying to film yourself and you flip the screen around, but on the other hand, I mean, it still works, and it works quite well. So, yeah, that's all three of my camcorders. As I showed earlier, that's my old HP 5 megapixel point and shoot. Basically, that is my replacement for this. I tend to prefer to take video over stills, so I mean, for a still shot camera, she's still good, but I like my new camcorder. On top of that, this does fit in a pocket, so it's kind of nice to say, hey, I got a full 1080p camcorder stuffed in my pocket. Comes in pretty handy at times. So, yep, that's all my cameras.